Notes for section 122 are about solving proportions. If a relationship is known to be proportional, ratios from the situation are equal. An equation stating that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. Some examples of proportions are 6 miles to 2 hours is equal to 9 miles for 3 hours, because for every 1 hour we go 3 miles. Another one is 5 over 7 is equal to 50 over 70. So we're multiplying both the top and the bottom by 10. Setting a proportion is one strategy for solving an unknown part of a ratio. For example, if the ratio 9 over 2 and x over 16 are equal, setting up the proportion of x over 16 equals 9 over 2 allows you to solve for x. One way to solve this proportion is by using a giant 1 to find the equivalent ratio. In the case, since 16 is 2 times 8, you create the giant 1 known at right. So we can put in to our giant 1, 8 over 8. And then since we know that 9 times 8 is 72, and 2 times 8 is 16, we can say that 72 over 16, we can say that x is equal to 72. Another way to solve the proportion is to think of the ratio x over 16 as x divided by 16. To solve for x, use the inverse operation of division, which is multiplication. Multiplying both sides of the proportional equation by 16 undoes the division. So we would write this as 16 over 1. Do the same thing to the other side. These 16s cancel each other out. And then we get 9 times 16, which is 144, over 2 times 1, which is 2, or x equals 72. So either way, we're getting the same answer. The last method is cross multiplication. This method of solving proportions is a shortcut for using a fraction buster, multiplying each side of the equation by the denominators. So in this case, in a fraction buster, we would be thinking, okay, I can do 2 times 16 on this side and 2 times 16 on the other side of my equation. The 16s will cancel and the 2's will cancel. So I'll end up with 2x equals 9 times 16, or 2x equals 144. So when I divide both sides by 2, I'm going to get 72. To show this as cross multiplication, I'm going to multiply diagonally. So I'm going to do 2 times x and 9 times 16. Still going to get 2x equals 144. Divide both sides by 2 and get x equals 72. So any of the methods that I choose to use to solve a proportion, I still ended up with x equals 72.